So,
The
hey,
unpolluted one.
well, I don't know about that because what was it last year, 2 years ago, when
Mm-hmm.
the Schuylkill overflowed its banks.
Oh,
Mm.
right.
So there's some toxins still in there from that flood. So so might not be all that clean because they still, cleaning up stuff from that. So, mm, so I guess from now on, I'm just gonna have to put some faith into bottled water because I'm not a. I'll drink water from the tap anytime, because I don't like paying for water. The thought kind of, even though I did do it, but I don't. Mm, like I'll just keep boiling my water, okay? That's exactly what I'm going to do from that. Just keep boiling it and stockpiling it somewhere just in case. At least I can have bath water.
That's good, Michelle. That is good. That's good.
Yep.
The last question. What would your mentor or someone you look up to do?
Hmm, mentor.
What would
Um,
your mentor do if
Yeah.
they had the same situation?
Yes, let's do that part. Yes.
Well, I would think if they're my mentor, you know, I mean, they're the ones you look up to, they're the ones who you get directions from, right? So, I know that in my life I've had, different mentors, mostly like older men, like my father and a gentleman who was, a hero to me. His name was Jack. They actually called him Machine Gun Jack. Um, um, but in times of situations where you have to make hard decisions, I think it's nice to have their voices in my head. Like I hear my father's voice. My father's been passed away for 6 years, but I can, when there's certain situations that are hard, I hear his encouraging voice saying, you know, go ahead and do it. And that's what he would do. So what he would do is what I would do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be my mentor, right? And the same with this older fellow Jack, who also has passed away. And I hope that I can be that to somebody else, that I can be, a mentor, or somebody to my son, or whoever. So I think, yeah, I would do this. They would do the same thing I would do.
That's good. Michelle?
um, I think I have a ton of mentors. I really do. So I can't pick just one. I gotta give the props to all. So I think my main mentor would be my mom because she used her favorite saying was nothing beats a failure but a try.
Mm,
And she
that
would say
sounds like a
that.
song title.
I know, but she would say that for everything. Like if I came home and say, "I'm not riding this bike because I fell, and I'm never getting on this bike," but she would say, "Nothing beats a failure but a try. The more you fail, you will learn to succeed." So not everybody can just pick up a thing and succeed. No, some things need failure in order to succeed. So she would say that all the time. And plus she was paying for that bike. So I had better gotten back on that bike and learned to ride it, you darn Skippy. And then she would put things in that perspective too. Think of who's paying for what? Your education. So somebody else paying for your education and you're going to get mad because you didn't pass a test, one test, a test. You're just going to give up, but you're not paying for it. You better try again and keep on going. So I take that to heart a lot. And I think my mentor would be my mom. The main mentor is my mom.
That's good, Michelle. Got any final remarks before I wrap up? Like Michelle, Tim.
Well, like you said, and like we've been saying, um,
Wow.
get back on that horse and try. Don't just give up because you might be missing your best opportunity.
That's good. Final remarks, Tim.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think the only way to conquer a fear is to go through it, but it's not easy.
Hmm.
You know, like sometimes making a phone call, that phone can feel like 300 pounds, right? That phone, pick up that 300 pound phone.
Yep. Well,
That'll be
like they
my
say,
book title. Michelle, you should go with what your mother told you. Nothing,
nothing beats a failure but a try.
but try. Yeah. That's your next book title.
I think I'll try it.
Okay, this is let you know reminder. Make sure you get Michelle's book called Shenanigans. That's under what do you call it, Michelle?
Hmm?
What's your
Sh-
website?
Shenanigans, past, present, and in pandemic times by Michelle Clark.
Do you got a website?
Yes, it's www, dot Cool Diva Enterprises Productions .com.
Okay, that's good. I also the lady's not on the show is get one of the books, Isis Sharon's book, The Black Girls Strategy. It's like the Swan Strategy book. Like get it from the swanstrategy.com. That's a one of workbooks. Just check that out, Tim. It's she's one of my people's on our show from the past before.
Mm.
Yes.
And anyway, Tim, you got any? You got any shows you doing?
Well,
Like Mighty Manners?
oh yeah, we got Money Matters running every couple of weeks. I mean, every week. Every week it's on. We run 4 shows a week, and I do another show called Investment Questions,
Okay.
hosted by somebody else, and that's on every 2 weeks. And of course, Chef Kess,
Yeah.
Green Squad. The second episode was just released. While I
I
was in,
saw that. I saw it. It was good.
and yeah, and I'll be in contact with him to see what's going on more. Michelle was
First
involved
one.
in that also.
Yes.
Camera person, yes.
And that lasagna was banging.
They check out the design. And
And
Ron and I were
it
talking
was
about
veg.
that.
Yes, it was vegan.
Vegan,
And you couldn't
vegan
tell.
Chef
Oh,
Cass,
do
yeah.
you know,
Yes.
Tim? When you left, I think that Michelle had to go upstairs for another production in the roof.
Oh yes. Yes.
What?
Yeah. All the
Mm-hmm.
Chef Cash stuff was still in the main studio. They didn't know how to take it out. Everybody
Yep.
had to go upstairs.
Yep, that very weekend or week, there was another shoot. But the setup was, man, they put it together in the studio. They had a man build that set.
Yeah,
So we were working on the weekends and they were coming back that Tuesday to do the second episode, I do believe. But we
yeah,
couldn't take it down because it wasn't ours.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
Chef
It was a
Cass's
beautiful
people.
set. It was a
Oh my
beautiful set.
God. When I first walked in, I was like, when they do this? And
Yeah,
is it green screen? And then to find out, no, it was hand built.
It was
it was
hand
hand
built.
built. Yeah,
So we
yeah,
couldn't, so instead of trying to find a way to work around it, because it was just too, we would have destroyed it if we had to take it apart. And that would have
yeah.
been, no, that would be a mistake. So we did the shoot on the roof.
Ah, I didn't like that.
On the
That's pretty.
roof.
That's
Yes,
pretty cool.
on Philly Can's roof.
That's
We did a shoot up
that's kind
there.
of
It was,
hilarious.
yeah, but we made it look like it was like a luxurious place. You know us with our little Philly Cam Hollywood magic. So
Yeah, I know. That
it
was hilarious.
came out pretty good. It was a good show. It
I'm
was
sure it
what
was.
earnestly speaking.
Ernest speaking. There you go. Ernest speaking.
Yes, and it was about the mayor I can't even get the word out about the mayor's race at the time.
Mm,
and we had an audience and everything sitting on the roof.
That's
So we
hilarious.
had, yeah. Thank God the weather held up.
And how about you, Joe?
No, I didn't. I met
No, what shows you working on?
This is gonna be a 37th episode. We're working on this one.
Very good.
Yeah, we've been doing since
You're involved
2020.
in other shows too, aren't you? You're in there on doing all kinds of helping out with people in different shows, right?
Yeah, I've been doing one show, Erie Plant Live, and then one person, Beverly Shannon,
Uh-huh.
a while back, and that was it. I know of. But during pandemic, I was always doing shows. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. And me, I've been all over the place, and I still am.
Yeah.
Working on
I
a
know.
horror movie now. And been everywhere. Everybody's like, Michelle. I'm like, hello.
You funny
Sure.
guys. Hey, make sure you come back again, Tim. This is actually we've been doing this a lot every other Fridays of this time on this
Nice.
recording program. You see
Come on back.
Michelle. Sometimes you might see Martin Lee. He always had a lot to say, but he's not on today. But he always has share his testimonies. And I also Aisha Sharon. She's want to come up here share her thing too. And she's doing her play thing so far this weekend. Just check out her Facebook Live. She was doing a Facebook Live today and Instagram Live on her shows and stuff, her sets. Pretty cool, pretty decent. And it's also she be away this weekend in New Jersey and Delaware for the other stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I find that out too. Anyway, this is Joseph Luciano, Michelle Clark, Tim Millaway. Thank you for tuning in and connecting during crisis. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice day, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi, I'm Michelle Clark, and I'm a member of Philly Camp, and I would like to invite you to become a member too. You will learn a new skill, make new friends, and you don't know where your inspirations will come from. So come on over to Philly Camp and find out. Come to one of our workshops. Learn all about media that you didn't know before. So, come on down. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.
I think we need to just pay attention to the youth. And also, I mean, to ourselves, obviously, but for me, I think because I am a teacher and I travel to different schools, I pay attention to how children are treated, because children, like, as cliche as it sounds, are the future, and they are. And I care very much about how youth are raised. I always say I wish I was a fly on the wall and go in people's houses to see how they're being raised. What are you being taught? Like, how are you being spoken to? Because you have youth out there who really believe they can't do anything but have a baby young, drop out of school, get on welfare, and that's it. Hopefully you have a nice man you're with, and that's it. Or you think I'll just, have a couple baby mamas, or I'll just, I'll sell some drugs, I'll do this, I'm not going to go to school. And then there's this whole crabs and barrel mentality. If you desire something that's very great, or you're bougie, you're stuck up, you're this. We have to be able to get youth at their impressionable age and allow them to be critical thinkers at a young age, to let them know who they are, because that really is the foundation to everything else. And I think that, if we're able to see youth and speak with them and meet them where they are without judgment, it will really help with our society, because those are people who carry the stories. So I think that's really the focus. And I think ironically, those are the kids who get ignored the most. People don't care about the kids. They care about, oh, these kids are so bad. Well, what did you do when they were younger? Where were you when they were younger? So that's what I really think we need to do. Anything that allows you to be in your spiritual element, which brings you peace. That's what I care about.
And now I'm wondering if your love still
You got my future in your hands, baby. Here I am, baby. You got my future in your hands, baby. I've done a lot of good things that I really did, baby. Yeah, did I? Oh, baby. Did a lot of things in this soul world. But when I touch them, baby, nothing more, oh, baby. Here I am, inside, still the limit. I'm yours, hey, I'm yours. Ooh-wee, baby, set my soul on fire. That's why I know you're my one and only desire, baby. Here I am, inside, still the limit. I'm yours, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Whoa, you got my future in your hands, baby. Here I am, baby. You got my future in your hands, baby. I've done a lot of good things that I really did, man. I could be a broken person, but guess what? You got my future in your hands, baby. Whoa, here I am, baby. Here I am, baby. Come on and get it, get it, get it, baby. Here I am, baby. You got my future in your hands. I tell the Lord I'm yours.
There's Michelle.